Hi, everyone. Jeff Lee here, Program Director of TMASF Connects. I am joined by TMASF Connect staff members Jen Pollard, Chief Operating Officer, and Shirley Lin, Marketing Associate. Today, we are discussing the efforts of Golden Gate Transit to offer a transit option that builds on their legacy of commuter transportation and reflects best practices refined during the COVID-19 pandemic. TMASF Connects has supported the use of public transportation services in the Bay Area and its benefits for the past 30 years. We're a privately funded nonprofit that promotes alternatives to driving alone. Our goal in this interview series is to explore and highlight the efforts that Golden Gate Transit is undertaking to offer safe and reliable transportation for the returning commuter. We'd like to thank Crystalline O'Leary, Golden Gate Transit's Director of Transportation, and Keith Nunn, Golden Gate Transit's Director of Bus Maintenance, for taking time to talk with us today. Our first topic will be on sanitation in the Golden Gate Transit system. Golden Gate Transit partnered with other Bay Area transit agencies to develop the Riding Together Bay Area Healthy Transit Plan over the COVID-19 pandemic. What efforts have been undertaken to enhance sanitation procedures and the cleaning process of Golden Gate Transit vehicles?
So Golden Gate Transit buses are sanitized regularly to protect our customers and our employees. We have daily sanitation that takes place. We fog the buses with a disinfectant. We wipe down all the high touch points, and we clean and sanitize the filter intakes daily.
Are there any health and safety measures that were introduced during the pandemic that will become permanent part of the system?
Yes, the sanitation or disinfecting of the buses daily, we will continue doing that indefinitely. And we also install moisture barriers for the drivers to protect them from, sneeze guard type things that it's clear plastic, that those will probably stay on the buses indefinitely as well.
Okay, thank you.
And have additional staff been hired for purposes of sanitation or implemented additional training for current staff?
So at the beginning, at the height of the pandemic, yes, we had extra bus servicer staff because at that time, we were sanitizing buses multiple times a day. We were going through the buildings, the break rooms, all the high touch points, the restrooms, and we sanitized and fogged with disinfectant daily. So at the height of the pandemic, yes, but since the emergency temporary standards put out by Cal OSHA changed and they don't require all that disinfecting numerous times a day, we're back to normal staff.
Okay, thank you.
And Keith, you mentioned a little bit about the air filters earlier. Does Golden Gate Transit use the standard MERV 13 filters as recommended by the EPA?
We have on the buses a MERV 7 filter, and the buildings have a MERV 9. And that's the highest restriction filter we can put on the buses without causing other problems to the HVAC system. But those filters are clean and sprayed with disinfectant daily. And then the other thing that we have on our buses that a lot of transits don't have is we have a fresh air intake. 25% of the air comes in from the outside, and the buses turn over the air about every 2 minutes. So we get fresh air complete in the bus every 2 minutes.
Okay.
Most transit buses rely on the opening and closing of the doors to get the fresh air, so they don't have the intake like we do.
Okay. Thank you for the update on sanitation practices at Golden Gate Transit today. That wraps it up for our conversation with Golden Gate Transit. Thank you once again, Kristen O'Leary, Golden Gate Transit's Director of Transportation, and Keith Nunn, Golden Gate Transit's Director of Bus Maintenance, for taking time to answer our questions. And thank you to Jen and Shirley for joining me today as well. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.